Hello, I'm Uma Arora from justtutors.com, and in today's video we are going to learn about Anita and the honeybee. So we are going to cover the given subtopics today. The first one is right to education, the next one is importance of education, how education can help us to choose our occupation, and the last one is beekeeping as an occupation. So let's move forward towards the first point, which is right to education. So it is a constitutional act passed by Parliament of India on 4th of August 2009. According to this act, every child aged between 6 to 14 has a right to free and compulsory education up to class 8th. But with that there comes a question, so does every child in India go to school? Well, the answer is certainly no. Not every child goes to school in India, and the reasons are many. Let's talk about the first reason. The first reason is poverty. Because of poverty, many of the children couldn't get to school. The next one is some of the children are working instead of learning or going to school. The next reason could be that many of the areas do not have school as well, and with that, security could be one of the reason, as some of the parents does not allow female children to go to school. Well, let's talk about the importance of education. Well, education is important for every gender as it serves many purposes to life, such as enhancement of the personal development. It increases your social status, social health, and economic progress. With that, it develops confidence and helps building personality of a person. So, what is your opinion about importance of education? Well, we can say that the school education plays a great role in everyone's life. So, this is the basic need of every child. Let's move forward towards the next slide and let's talk about a girl's story whose name is Anita Kushwaha. So, she is from Muzaffarpur district of Bihar who stood as a girl star. She struggled a lot to get her education and she succeeded in that, and after that she opted for beekeeping as her occupation. So let's talk in detail about her story. Well, Anita always wanted to go to school, but her parents didn't like the idea of girls going to school. But one day she silently stepped into the school and attended a class. She felt extremely happy after that, and after returning home, she tried to convince her parents to allow her to go to school. And with that, she took a help from one of the teachers in the town to convince her parents, and somehow they agreed. Well, she was very happy after the parents' decision, so she started going to school and she completed her education up to class 5. But after that, her parents said that she has to stop her education because they don't have enough funds so as to allow her to study further. But she wanted to study further, and for that, she started giving tuition to young kids. And from whatever money she earned from that, she continued her studies. And after some time, her parents also started supporting her to study further. Let's move forward and let's talk about the occupation which she opted further. So she was fascinated about the idea of beekeeping and she joined a course to learn about it. Well, if you talk about beekeeping, that's a practice of keeping bees as well as raising and taking care of bees for commercial or agriculture purposes. And in the training, she found that the best time to start beekeeping is October to December. But after completing her course, she didn't have the money to start the work, and for that, she continued to teach and saved some 5,000 rupees. And with that, she bought two boxes for keeping bees. With that, her parents also used to help her in the process of beekeeping. So, let's learn about the process of beekeeping. So, each beehive has one queen bee that lays eggs, and most of the bees in the hive are worker bees. So, these bees work all day. They fly around flowers in search of nectar. Well, nectar is like sugar water, and this is what bees like, and that's their food. So now the nectar is inside the bee's tummy, and its little body then turns the sugar part of nectar into different kinds of sugar. The bee then moves this watery honey mix from its tummy into its mouth and then into the honeycombs of the hive. Well, the question is that how do bees make so much honey? Well, once they find a good patch of flowers that they like, they go back to the hive and do a bee dance to the point so that other bees in the direction of the tasty nectar. So this is the process of making honey. Let's move forward towards the next slide, and few questions are there for you to practice. You can pause the video here and you can try the given questions, and once you're done you can resume the video to check your answers. Congratulations if all of your answers are correct, and thank you for watching this video. For more, please visit justtutors.com.